All right, so today we're going to be diving into something pretty interesting. I think you'll find it pretty interesting too.
Yeah.
It's kind of a wild stat when you think about it. It's been reported that our modern lifestyle, the way we live and eat,
Right.
could be the reason health problems are like 42 times higher now.
Oh, wow.
42 times.
That's a big number.
Yeah, it's not just like a little jump. It's a massive difference. And I think you can see the result of that everywhere you look.
Right. Yeah.
Everyone's online, they're searching, they're trying to figure out
Yeah.
how to be healthier.
Well, and that's what's so fascinating about this whole thing is that this rise in health awareness has created just a huge demand for online information and solutions.
Right.
I mean, the health industry is already massive.
Yeah.
It's a $10.7 trillion market globally.
Wow.
And projections show that it could reach almost $16 trillion within the next few years.
Yeah, that's a huge market.
Huge and growing.
A lot of people are actively looking for information and they're trying to find guidance.
Absolutely.
And that's why we've been checking out this
Yeah.
this thing called Health Ninja.
Okay.
Now, the name might make you think of like someone doing like backflips or something.
Right. Some kind of martial arts.
Yeah, exactly. But it's actually something totally different. It's an AI-powered app, and it says it can take like
Okay.
a text prompt or even a voice idea and just turn it into a full-blown website.
A health website.
Yeah, health website.
Interesting.
And in any language you can think of and get this, they say it can do it in like 60 seconds.
So in a minute, you can have a website.
That's what they're saying.
That raises a big question, though. Like, what's normally involved in creating a website?
Yeah.
You've got to write all the content. You have to design it.
Yeah.
Make it look nice. And often you have to deal with coding.
Right.
It can be super time-consuming
Totally.
and challenging, especially if you don't have any technical skills. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what they're saying. Health Ninja does it, basically. Just skips all that stuff.
So no writing, no design, no coding.
Yeah, no writing, no design skills needed, and absolutely no coding.
Wow.
But it gets even more interesting
Okay.
because these aren't just blank templates. They're saying that these sites can be instantly filled with all kinds of like best-selling health-related stuff.
Like what kind of stuff?
We're talking supplements, full fitness and yoga video courses, ebooks, PDFs.
Wow.
Basically a whole online store
Okay.
for health just ready to go.
So if you connect this to what we were talking about before,
Right.
People looking for health information
Yeah.
online,
Yeah.
you can see why this could be appealing.
Totally.
You provide that in an easy-to-access, comprehensive format,
Yeah.
you're going to reach a lot of people.
Yeah, you're going to reach a very motivated audience.
For sure.
And their offer right now is pretty eye-catching.
Okay, what is it?
They're offering it for $14 a month,
$14 a month.
which is a huge drop from their regular $97 monthly fee.
Wow, that's a big difference.
And on top of that, they're throwing in a free commercial license.
So what does a commercial license mean?
It means you can use the websites you create for your own business or even for clients.
Oh, so you can sell these websites.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's not just for personal use. You can actually use it commercially.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty big incentive to get people to try it out.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's break down how Health Ninja actually works.
Okay.
It's a pretty simple 3-step process.
Right.
Step 1, you give the AI a text or voice prompt describing the kind of health website you want.
Okay.
So you could say something like, create a website about healthy eating for busy professionals.
Okay.
You just tell it what you're looking for in plain language.
So it's like talking to a person,
Yeah, current.
but it's AI.
It's
So it's using like natural language processing or something. Yeah, it's like teaching a computer to understand and respond to like regular human speech.
interesting.
Like,
yeah.
like a voice assistant.
Yeah, like Siri or Alexa.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So the AI takes your request, it analyzes it, and then it starts building a website based on what you told it.
Got it.
Then step 2 is where the AI really gets to work.
Okay.
It's supposed to create what they call a stunning site.
All right.
And this website is automatically filled with all that pre-made content we were talking about.
Yeah.
The supplements with the descriptions, the exercise videos, the ebooks,
Yeah.
all ready to go as if you were going to sell them.
So it's like a done-for-you website, basically.
Exactly. And that's really key for anyone who wants to get started quickly without having to do a ton of work up front.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, finding, curating, and integrating all that content yourself would take forever.
Yeah, for sure.
And then step 3, publish and potentially profit.
Okay.
The idea is once your website is created, you just put it online, and start making money from it.
So how do you make money from it?
Well, they mentioned this secret 350 million traffic source.
350 million.
Yeah, which is definitely intriguing.
That's a lot of people.
Right.
So they're saying you get access to that traffic.
It sounds like it.
That would be pretty incredible if you could tap into that.
Yeah, it would be a huge advantage to get your website noticed.
Yeah, for sure.
They also say you could sell these websites on platforms like Fiverr and Upwork.
Oh,
Or even website marketplaces like Flippa.
interesting.
And they're hinting at possible earnings in the range of like $1,000 to $2,000 per website.
Okay, so that's not guaranteed.
No, not at all.
Just a possibility?
Yeah, it's just a possibility. And I think it's important to be cautious about those kinds of income claims.
Yeah, you always have to be careful with those.
It would really depend on a lot of different factors, the quality of the websites,
Right.
how useful they are, whether people actually want them.
Yeah, how you tap into that traffic.
Exactly. And the demand on those freelance platforms.
It's not a get-rich-quick scheme.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
So let's dig into some of the specific features that Health Ninja offers.
Okay.
It's a pretty long list.
All right.
First, they say you can build health websites on all kinds of topics.
Like what?
Weight loss, exercise, mental wellness,
Okay.
bodybuilding, nutrition.
So pretty much anything health-related.
Yeah, it seems really versatile.
That suggests it's pretty adaptable.
Yeah.
Like it could cater to a lot of different niches within the health and wellness market.
Totally.
Okay.
Then there's the video content. They say you get access to over 10,000 pre-made health videos.
10,000 videos.
Yeah, and you can also add videos from YouTube with just one click.
Oh, wow. So you have a huge library of video content right there.
Yeah, a massive library.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And video's really engaging online.
Yeah, people love watching videos.
So having all those videos readily available would be a big draw for visitors.
Definitely.
And they also have this huge database of food recipes. 365,000 different food recipes.
365,000.
Yeah.
That's a recipe for every day of the year.
Pretty much. And on top of that, 10,000 different health supplements and products that are all ready to be sold.
Wow.
It's an incredibly extensive catalog.
So it's not just about information.
No.
You can actually sell products too.
Yeah, it's all integrated and ready to go.
So you could set up an e-commerce store really easily.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Okay.
And for fitness enthusiasts, they have a built-in calorie calculator and workout planner.
Those are pretty useful tools.
Yeah, I think so.
Those would add a lot of value to a health website.
Definitely.
And I bet people would appreciate those.
Yeah, they would definitely enhance the user experience.
For sure.
And here's a feature that I think is really cool.
Okay.
They say they have daily updates with the latest health and fitness news.
Oh, so the website stays current automatically.
That's what they're claiming. They call it self-updating.
That's pretty impressive.
Right.
It would save you a ton of time and effort.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to constantly update the content yourself.
Yeah, and it keeps the information relevant.
Exactly.
That's a big plus.
And for those who want more control over their website,
Yeah.
you can add your own custom domain names and subdomains.
Oh?
Plus, unlimited lifetime web hosting
Unlimited.
with a guaranteed 100% uptime.
That's pretty important.
Oh yeah, those are essential for running a website.
Yeah, you need reliable hosting.
And using your own domain name makes you look way more professional.
Right. It builds trust.
And they have a ton of different design options.
Okay.
Thousands of pre-designed health website templates.
Wow.
Covering all sorts of categories.
Nice.
Plus over 500 theme templates with like 250 stylish fonts.
So you can customize the look and feel.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of flexibility.
That's good because people want their websites to look unique.
Absolutely.
Okay, what else?
Well, this is where it gets kind of crazy.
Okay.
They say there's a built-in health and fitness blog writer.
A blog writer.
Yeah, that can automatically generate engaging content.
Oh, wow.
They say it can help attract traffic and drive sales.
So it's like an AI writer.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a pretty bold claim.
It is, but, content is king online.
Yeah, content is super important.
And writing can be really time-consuming.
Yeah, for sure.
So if this thing actually works, it could be a huge time saver.
Yeah, it could be a game changer.
They also have a built-in health lead finder.
A lead finder?
Yeah, to help you collect unlimited leads.
What are leads?
Basically contact information from people who might be interested in what you're offering.
Oh.
So if you're trying to build an audience or a customer base,
Yeah.
this could be really valuable.
Yeah, leads are the lifeblood of any business.
And they have automated SEO ranking tools.
SEO.
Yes, search engine optimization.
Okay.
It's all about getting your website found on Google,
Right.
which is crucial for getting free traffic.
Absolutely. SEO is super important.
And they claim these tools can help with that.
That'll be a big help.
Yeah, because SEO can be really complicated.
Yeah, it can be a real headache.
And the websites are automatically responsive.
Responsive.
Yeah, so they look good and work well on any device.
Like phones and tablets?
Yeah, desktops, laptops, tablets, smartphones.
That's pretty standard these days.
It is. You have to have a responsive design.
Yeah, otherwise people will just leave your website.
And for social media, they have easy integration with all the popular platforms.
So you can share your website easily.
Yeah, and promote it.
That makes sense.
It's all about reaching a wider audience.
Oh, sure.
And finally, they say they have AI-driven live chat support.
Live chat.
Yeah, so if you have any questions or problems, you can get help right away.
That's always reassuring.
Yeah, it's good to know that someone's there to help.
Okay, so they've got a lot of features.
Yeah, it's a pretty impressive list.
But what's the main problem they're trying to solve?
Well, they talk about all the challenges of creating a website the traditional way.
Right.
And they're basically positioning themselves as the solution to all of that.
So they're saying they can make it easier and cheaper.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay.
They talk about how expensive it can be to hire website builders, developers, and designers.
Yeah.
Like, they throw out some pretty big numbers.
Like what?
Like $700 to $1,000 for a basic developer.
Wow.
And anywhere from $500 to $8,000 for a designer.
That's a huge range.
Yeah. And those costs can add up really fast.
For sure.
So if Health Ninja can actually deliver what it's promising, you could save a lot of money.
Potentially thousands of dollars.
They also talk about how hard it can be to find good content and pre-integrated health supplements to sell.
Right.
And to get all of that delivered on time.
It can be a real hassle.
It can be a nightmare.
Yeah, dealing with multiple different providers.
Exactly.
So they're saying they can take care of all of that.
Yeah, that's their pitch.
Yeah.
They want to consolidate everything into one platform.
That would simplify things a lot.
And for people who want to reach a global audience, they talk about how difficult and expensive it can be to create websites in multiple languages.
Yeah, that's a real challenge.
But Health Ninja says it can handle that easily.
So you could have a website in multiple languages right out of the box.
That's what they're saying.
That would be huge.
Yeah, it would open up a lot of opportunities.
For sure.
They also mention the time it takes to share websites on social media.
Yeah.
The cost of buying website templates.
Right.
The expense of advertising. And even the risk of getting sued for using copyrighted content.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
And they say they can solve all of those problems.
So they're trying to mitigate all the risks and headaches.
Yeah, they want to make it as easy and painless as possible.
Okay.
And for people who aren't tech savvy,
Yeah.
they keep saying that you don't need any special skills to use Health Ninja.
So anyone can use it.
That's what they claim. And they also address the challenge of getting websites to rank well on Google.
SEO again.
Yeah. And they say they can help with that too.
Which is huge.
Yeah, because that can be really hard to do.
Yeah, it's like a dark art.
And they even say they can help you write engaging blog content.
That AI writer again.
Yeah, which is another big time saver.
Yeah, for sure.
So they're trying to make it super easy for anyone to create a health website.
Even if you don't know anything about websites.
Exactly.
Interesting.
They even talk about how you can sell website creation services on Fiverr and Upwork.
Oh, okay.
And they suggest that Health Ninja could make that easier too.
By making it faster to create websites.
Yeah, so you could potentially start your own little agency.
That's an interesting idea.
And they're really pushing the income potential.
Yeah.
They keep mentioning that you could sell these websites for $1,000 to $2,000 each.
That's a pretty good chunk of change.
Yeah, and if you could create them quickly, you could potentially make a lot of money.
But again, it's not guaranteed.
No, not all.
It's just a possibility.
Right.
Okay.
And don't forget about that free commercial license.
Right.
That lets you create and sell unlimited websites.
Your clients.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
It significantly increases the potential ROI.
Exactly.
Because you're not just limited to your own projects.
Right. You can sell your services to others.
Okay.
And for anyone who's hesitant, they emphasize that the dashboard is user-friendly. And they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee.
So you can try it risk-free.
Yeah, basically.
That it?
It reduces the risk for people who are thinking about trying it out.
Definitely.
And they throw in a bunch of statistics about the health industry
Okay.
to show how big and active this market is.
Like what kind of stats?
They talk about the overall size and growth of the health and fitness industry,
Mm.
the number of health websites online,
Oh.
and the massive amount of online supplement sales.
So they're painting a picture of a huge market.
Yeah, a market with a lot of potential.
Right.
And then they go for the close.
Okay.
They remind you about that limited time offer of $14 and the free commercial license. And they tell you to act now.
Before the price goes up.
Yeah, they say the price could go back up to $97 a month.
Wow.
Or even a one-time cost of $497.
So they're creating a sense of urgency.
Definitely.
And they also have a special bonus offer for the first 100 buyers.
Oh, what's that?
A reseller license.
So you could sell Health Ninja itself.
Yeah.
That's a nice bonus.
It is for people who are quick to jump on it.
Okay, so basically Health Ninja is a way to tap into the health market
Yeah.
without having to build a website from scratch.
Yeah. They're calling it a shortcut to success. So it's all about making it as easy as possible for anyone to create and sell health websites.
And potentially make a lot of money.
That's the idea.
It's an interesting concept.
It is.
It makes you think about how technology is changing everything.
It really does.
It's lowering the barriers to entry in so many industries.
And it's creating all sorts of new opportunities.
Absolutely.
So here's a question for you.
With all this demand for health information online,
Yeah.
and with these tools that supposedly make it so easy to create and sell health websites, what kind of impact could you make?
That's a good question.
And let's be real, what kind of income could you generate?
Yeah, that's the big question.
Just something to think about.
Definitely.
All right, thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Health Ninja.
Yeah, this was really interesting.
Make sure to check out the link in the description.
Yeah.
And don't forget to subscribe and watch our other videos.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.